ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं श्रीमात्रे नमः। 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 ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। श्रीवेदव्यासवैशम्पायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्यशङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ आदौ श्री बृहदारण्यकोपनिषदः पारायणं तदनन्तरं श्री आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। In our chanting Brihadaranyaka, after the third Brahmanam, we will do the fourth one. This everyday practice of chanting of the Upanishad mantra basically is to keep ourselves in touch with the truth or the theme self through these great Shastras. It also the service to the Shastras, service to the Rishi Parampara, gratitude to them, and then creating that atmosphere, sustaining that atmosphere. And one day, when we do these things continuously, the confusion, vagueness goes away, the familiarity, the clarity, the convictions come about the goal to be reached, means to be adopted. Keeping all these things in mind, we are doing this, spending of the time in this most divine way called as chanting the mantras. Om Atha Chaturtham Brahmanam Om. See, this is the fourth Brahmanam, first mantra, which is very often quoted everywhere by Bhagavan Shankara, every of the Mahatmas. In Vishnu Sahasranama, it comes at least 10 times. Atma va idamagra asitu. See, that most famous thing which we heard, it is here. Brihadaranyaka. Yesterday we saw Satoma, Sadgamaya and all. Om Atmaivedamagra asit Purushavida Sonu Vikshananyadaatmano Pashyat Sohamasmityagre Vyaharat Tatohan Nama Bhavat Tasmadapyetarhyamantritohamayamityevagra Uktva Thanyan Nama Prabrute Yadasya Bhavati Sayat Purvosmat Sarvasmat Sarvan Papmana औषत् तस्मात् पुरुष ओषति हवै सतं योऽस्मात् पूर्वो बुभूषते य एवं वेद सोऽबिभेत् तस्माद् एकाकी बिभेते सहायमीक्षाञ्चक्रे यन्मदन्यन्नास्ति कस्मान्नु बिभेमि इति तत एवास्य भयं वीयाय कस्माद्भ्यभ्येष्यत् द्वितीयाद्वै भयं भवति द्वितीयाद्वै भयं भवति स वै नैव रेमे तस्मादेकाकी न रमते सद्वितीयमैच्छत सहैतावानास यथा स्त्रीपुमागं सौ सम्परिष्वक्तौ सैममेवात्मानं द्वेधा पातयत् ततः पतिश्च पत्नी च भवतां तस्मादिदमर्धभृगलमिव स्व इति हस्माः याज्ञवल्क्यः तस्मादयमाकाशः श्रियापूर्यत एव तागं समभवत् ततो मनुष्या जायत सोहेयमेक्षाञ्चक्रे कथन्नुमात्मान एव जनयित्वा सम्भवति हन्ति तिरोसानीते सा गौरभवत् वृषभः इतरस्तागं समेवाभवत् ततो गावो जायन्त रुडवेतरा भवदश्ववृष इतरो गर्दभेतरा गर्दभैतरस्तागं समेवाभवत् तत एकशफम् अजायता जेतरा भवत् वस्त इतरो विरितरामेषम् इतरस्तागं समेवाभवत् ततो जावयो जायन्तैवमेव यदिदं किञ्च मिथुनमापि पीलिकाभ्यस्तत्सर्वमसृजत सो वेदहं वाव सृष्टिरस्म्यगं हीदगं सर्वमसृक्षीति तत सृष्टिरभवत् सृष्ट्यागं हास्यैतस्यां भवति य एवं वेद अथेत्यभ्यमन्थत्स मुखाच्च योनेर्हस्ताभ्यां चाग्निमसृजत उभयमलोकम् अन्तरतो लोकमकाहि योनिरन्तरतस्तद्यदिदमाहुरमुं यजामुं यजेत्यैकैकं देवमेतस्यैव सा विसृष्टिरेष हुह्येव सर्वे देवा अथ यत्किञ्चेदमार्द्रं तद्रेतसोऽसृजत तदु सोम एतावद्वा इदगं सर्वमन्नं चैवान्नादश्च सोम एवान्नमग्निरन्नादस्सैषा ब्रह्मणोति सृष्टिर्यच्छ्रेयसो देवानसृजदाथ यन्मर्त्यः सन् अमृता न सृजत तस्मादतिसृष्टिरतिसृष्ट्यागं हास्यैतस्यां भवते य एवं वेद तद्धेदं तर्हि अव्याकृतमासीत् तन्नामरूपाभ्यामेव व्याक्रियतासौ नामायमिदगं रूप इति तदिदमप्येतर्हि नामरूपाभ्याम् एव व्याक्रियतेऽसौ नामायमिदगं रूप इति स एष इह प्रविष्ट आनखाग्रेभ्यो यथा क्षुरः क्षुरधानेव हितः स्यात् विश्वम्भरो वा विश्वम्भरकुलायेतं न पश्यन्त्यकृत्स्नो हि स प्राणन्नेव प्राणो नाम भवति वदन् वाक् पश्यगं चक्षुः शृण्वन् श्रोत्रं मन्वानो मनस्तान्यस्यैतानि कर्मनामान्येव स योत एकैकमुपास्तेन स वेदा कृत्स्नो हि एषोत एकैकेन भवत्यात्मेत्येवोपासीतात्र ह्येते सर्व एकं भवन्ते तदेतत्पदनियमस्य सर्वस्य यदयमात्मा अनेन हि एतत् सर्वं वेद यताह वै पदेनानुविन्देदेवं कीर्तिगं श्लोकं विन्दते य एवं वेद तदेतत् प्रेत्यः पुत्रात् प्रेत्यो वित्तात् प्रेत्यो अन्यस्मात् सर्वस्माद् अन्तरतमं यदयम् आत्मा स योऽन्यमात्मनः प्रियं ब्रुवाणं ब्रूयात् प्रियगं रोत्सतीतीश्वरो हव तथैव स्यादात्मानमेव प्रियमुपासीत स य आत्मानमेव प्रियमुपास्ते न हास्य प्रियं प्रमायुकं भवते तदाहुर यद्ब्रह्मविद्यया सर्वं भविष्यन्तो मनुष्या मन्यन्ते किमु तद्ब्रह्मा वेद्यस्मात् तत्सर्वमभवदिति ब्रह्म वा इदमग्र आसीत्. See another important sentence. ब्रह्म वा इदमग्र आसीत् तदात्मा तदात्मानमेवावेद अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. This is a Mahamantra. Here it has come. Mahavakya. ब्रह्मा वा इदमग्र आसीत् तदात्मानमेवावेदहं ब्रह्मास्मीति तस्मात् तत्सर्वमभवत् तद्यो यो देवानां प्रत्यबुध्यत स एव तदुभवत् तथर्षीणां तथा मनुष्याणां तद्धैतत् पश्यन् ऋषिर्वामदेव प्रतिपेदेऽहं मनुरभवगं सूर्यश्चेति तदिदमप्येतर्हि य एवं वेदाहं ब्रह्मास्मीति स इदगं सर्वं भवते तस्य ह न देवाश्च न भूत्या ईशद आत्मा हि एषागं स भवत्यतयोऽन्यां देवतामुपास्तेऽन्यो सावन्योऽहमस्मीति न स वेद यथा पशुरेवगं स देवानां यथा ह वै बहवः पशवो मनुष्यं भुञ्ज्युः एवमेकैकः पुरुषो देवान् भुनक्ति एकस्मिन्नेव पशावादीयमाने प्रियं भवति किमु बहुषु तस्मादेषां तन्न प्रियं यदेतन्मनुष्याः विद्युः ब्रह्म वा इदमग्र आसीत् एकमेव तदेकगं सन्नव्यभवतो तत्श्रेयोरूपमत्यसृजत क्षत्रं यान्येतानि देवत्राक्षात्राणीन्द्रो वरुणः सोमो रुद्रः पर्जन्यो यमो मृत्युरीशान इति तस्मात् क्षत्रात् परन्नास्ति तस्मात् ब्राह्मणः क्षत्रिय मदस्तादुपास्ते राजसूये क्षत्र एव तद्यशो दधाति सैषा क्षत्रस्य योनिर्यद्ब्रह्म तस्माद् यद्यपि राजा परमदां गच्छति ब्रह्मैवान्तदुपनिष्यति स्वां योनिं यौयेनगं हि नस्ते स्वागं स योनिं मृच्छति स पापीयान् भवते यथा श्रेयागं सगमिगं सित्वा स नैव व्यभवत् स विषमसृजत यान्येतानि देवजातानि गणश आख्यायन्ते वसवो रुद्रा आदित्या विश्वे देवा मरुत इदे स नैव व्यभवत् स शौद्रं वर्णमसृजत भूषणमियं वै भूषेयगं हीदगं सर्वं पुष्यते यदिदं किञ्च स नैव व्यभवत् तच्छ्रेयोरूपमत्यसृजत धर्मं तदेतत् क्षत्रस्य क्षत्रं यद्धर्मः तस्मात् धर्मात् परं नास्त्यथो अबलीयान् बलीयागं समागंशते धर्मेण यथा राज्ञैवं यो वै स धर्मः सत्यं वै तत्तस्मात् सत्यं वदन्तमाहुर्धर्मं वदतेदे धर्मं वा वदन्तगं सत्यं वदतीत्येतद्ध्येवैतत् उभयं भवते तदेतद्ब्रह्मक्षत्रं विट्शूद्रस्तदग्निनैव देवेषु ब्रह्मा भवद्ब्राह्मणो मनुष्येषु क्षत्रियेण क्षत्रियो वैश्येन वैश्यः शूद्रेण शूद्रः तस्मादग्नावेव देवेषु लोकमिच्छन्ते ब्राह्मणे मनुष्ये श्वेताभ्यागं हि रूपाभ्यां ब्रह्मा भवदथयो हवा अस्माल्लोकात् स्वं लोकमदृष्ट्वा प्रैते स एनमविदितो न भुनक्ति यथा वेदो वा नुनोक्तोऽन्यद्वा कर्मा कृतं यदि हवा अप्यनेवं विन् महत्पुण्यं कर्म करोति तद्धास्यान्ततः क्षीयते एव आत्मानमेव लोकमुपासीत स य आत्मानमेव लोकमुपास्ते न हास्य कर्म क्षीयते अस्माद्ध्येवात्मनो यद्यत् कामयते तत्तत् सृजते अतो अयं वा आत्मा सर्वेषां भूतानां लोकः स जुहोति यद्यजते तेन देवानां लोकोऽथ यदनुब्रूते तेन ऋषीणाम् अथ यत्पितृभ्यो निपृणाते यत्प्रजामिच्छते तेन पितॄणामध यन्मनुष्यान् वासयते यदेभ्योशनं ददाते तेन मनुष्याणामथ यत्पशुभ्यस्तृणोदकं विन्दते तेन पशूनां यदस्य गृहेषु श्वावदा वयागंस्यापि भीरिकाभ्यः उपजीवन्ते तेन तेषां लोको यथा वैश्वाय लोकाय रिष्टिमिच्छेदेवागं देवगं हैवं विदे सर्वाणि भूतानि रिष्टिमिच्छन्ति तद्वा एतद्विदितं मीमांसितम् आत्मैवेदम् अग्र आसीदेक एव सोकामयत जायामे स्याद् अथ प्रजाये याथ वित्तं मे स्याद् अथ कर्म कुर्वीयेति एतावान् वै कामो न इच्छकंश्च नातो भूयो विन्देद् तस्मादप्येतर्ह्येकाकी कामयते जायामे स्यादुत प्रजाये याथ वित्तं मे स्यादत कर्म कुर्वीयेते स यावदप्येतेषाम् एकैकं नु प्राप्नोत्यकृत्स्न एव तावन्मन्यते तस्यो कृत्स्नतामन एव स्यात्मा वाग्जाया प्राणः प्रजा चक्षुर्मानुषं वित्तं चक्षुषासि तद्विन्दते श्रोत्रं दैवगं श्रोत्रेण हि तच्छृणोति आत्मैवास्य कर्मात्मना हि कर्म करोति य स एष पाङ्क्तो यज्ञः पाङ्क्तः पशुः पाङ्क्तः पुरुषः पाङ्क्तमिदगं सर्वं यदिदं किञ्च तदिदगं सर्वमाप्नोति य एवं वेद इति चतुर्थं ब्राह्मणम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ओमद श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीयारण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद ॐ यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ओमथ प्रथमा शिक्षा वल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवागः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवदो तद्वक्तारमवदो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ एकादशोऽनुवाकः ॐ वेदमनोच्याचार्योऽन्ते वासिनमनुशास्ते सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्सीः सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्यै न प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि एके चास्मच्छ्रेयागंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया अधेयं श्रिया देयं ह्रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयम् अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता अयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता अयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एष वेदोपनिषद एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Having saluted the rishis, gurus, devatas, Parabrahma Tattva, Shruti Mata, Veda Vyasa Vaishampani, Agnivalkya, Adya Shankara Adi Guru, and our own Guru Tattva. Few things today. Before we study our Upanishads dose of today, with all the study of Shastra, these are the 4 5 unambiguous clarities each of us must have. First is what? Knowing the self alone is liberation. Therefore, my only goal is to know and be and establish in the self. This first of all should become pakka. Look into heart. Has it become? Knowing the self alone is the liberation from all the struggles to get happiness, etc. Therefore, my only and sole goal is only Paramatma Prapti, the experience of the self in me as the self in all. Every day's effort of ours, study of ours, should make this thing most so much pakka that we are really convinced that other than this we want nothing. Then only we pursue all the sadhanas which take us to this anubhuti. If that pakkaness, firmness in the conviction and desire to know the self is not there, that is the only reason because of which we forget it also and we get distracted so easily into the worldliness. The first one is what? I have to establish in my own self, which is the self of all. Then only the moksham, therefore that is my ultimate goal. Again and again, other things also come, tempting to go in that direction also. So every time, till they stop coming, every time we have to, by some or the other knowledge or strength, should refute them and come back to this thought that my only goal is to be the self. Second is what? How many days, months, years of study it takes, we don't know, to become firmly convinced in this. Therefore, that has to go on happening, which we are doing. Substantially seen, nothing happened in last 2.5 years of our Upanishad study. But yet, something is happening. And what is that thing? We are slowly, slowly adding to the conviction that the Atma Prapti alone is Moksha Hetu. It is not seen so easily. It has not yet fully happened, but it is happening. It's not that you started constructing the building, that it just appeared as a full-fledged building in a week's time or day's time. No. After 6 months, 8 months, it will get a shape. Then you will know. Final thing will be when you whitewash it and everything, फिर पक्का हो गया. So we are building this one, and you should be very clear about it. How much vague is my conviction about the Atma Prapti as the only goal, because that is the Mukti Hetu. Mukti is from all efforts. Effortless happiness is Mukti. Second one is what? We must know that single-pointedly we have to do all the sadhanas throughout the day, throughout life, only to establish it, because that is the goal. Therefore, our second objective in our mind should be what? Single-pointedly, exclusively, I must pursue only those things which fulfill this vision of mine of knowing the self. एक्सक्लूसिवली सिंगल पॉइंट, कुछ और नहीं करना। पैसे कमाने वाला कैसे, पैसे कमाने वाले ही काम 24 घंटे सोचता है, करता है, एटसेट्रा। दिस इज द सेकंड वन. Third one, what we have to understand is how much ever we are trying our best to remove the vagueness and get convinced that the self experience alone is mukti hetu, and also we are trying to do sadhanas, no sadhana. Every one of us must know that we are carrying the loads and loads and loads of the karma vasanas, karma samskaras, karma prarabdhas. The karma vasanas, karma samskara, karma prarabdha, tons and tons, loads and loads we brought. Even now we are creating some of them. Unless all this is unloaded, we cannot be easily, joyfully, effortlessly, willingly sit for our sadhanas of meditation, etc. Now, study of Shastra, sitting for dhyanam, focusing the mind, how much struggle it is becoming. Even though we are doing, that is our greatness. Yes, we are doing, yet how much struggle. All that indicates that we have the loads of karma samskaras. Therefore, when will these karma samskaras exhaust? We can't say. It may be in one life, this one, it may be 100 lives. Therefore, have patience of going through those 100 lives if required. Prepare the mind like that. Neither we have to leave it, यार इतना लंबा लग रहा है तो मैं करूंगा ही नहीं. Nor get headache or pressures or the stresses or strains that I want to know the truth, but नहीं हो रहा है स्वामी जी, मन कंट्रोल में नहीं आ रहा, बुद्धि टिकता नहीं है, senses are so virulent. I can't tell you about the laziness of my body. And the outer world, either they call me again and again, or I open the eyes and see it looks so enchanting, beautiful, I run into the world. And it so happens, let's say, mesmerizing Maya, ki by the time I realized that I was doing my sadhana and I left and came here, entire day is over, month is over, year is over. देखो कितना पावरफुल है अवर कर्म संस्कार एंड वासना. Nobody is spared away from them. They have to exhaust them. So some karma samskaras go away only through prarabdha. Some karma samskaras go away by our own disciplined, conscious, awareful life. That what is happening in mind, what is happening around me is because of the karma and prarabdha. I am going through it without creating any new karma samskara, without getting distracted also, without getting too much influenced in this way. Like where health problems come, people will trouble us. All of them are karma prarabdhas going away. Become acutely aware and allow them to happen. Some karma samskaras go away through upasana. Karma samskara includes the rajoguna, tamoguna of the antakarana. Through upasana, through prarthana, some of them go away. Then through Guru Krupa, some of the samskaras go away. And most of the things go away only on the heated meditational attempts. Therefore, we have to listen and study Shastra. We have to intensify our desire to know the self. We try our best to do whatever the sadhanas we have convinced about to know the self. As a part of it, we have to try for everyday dhyanam and to burn away, eliminate our samskara. We should take the support of the upasana. We should take the help of the guru. We should take the help of our own intellectual alertness and awareness. And we also have to go through the prarabdha karma samskara, which we cannot avoid. In and through all that, our vision that my goal is only Paramatma should be strengthened, kept intact. And while doing so, even one sankalpa from our own mind consciously about anything other than Paramatma, even one sankalpa we should not do. Because that again becomes samskara, फिर उसको भी खाली करना पड़ता है. Not even one sankalpa of any bhoga, of any prapti, of anything. इसलिए कहा ना, when I know the Atma Anubhava alone is gives mukti, other than that, I should not ask for or seek. If I am asking, I am cancelling my own conviction. I am contradicting my own conviction. Again, in this aspect also, we have to become very strong. In the initial days, it doesn't happen, but through the practice of few months or years, it will come to us. What will come? A thought arises in mind or a perception happens from the outer world, trying to become a desire or vasana. Immediately, this 1 year's practice comes as a security guard and says, this sankalpa I am not entertaining. This is not regarding the Paramatma, which is my goal, which is Mukti Hetu. This is the Bandhana Karana. Therefore, I am not entertaining. Like when we go to shopping, so many shops we see, but everywhere we know this is not I came for. And what for you went shopping? वो चीज दिखता है वहां आप जाते हो. So too in front of our house also every day so many vendors come. We listen but we don't entertain. But anybody whose work we have something, then immediately we come. It can be anybody. नाला साफ करने वाला होगा, सब्जी वाला होगा, दूध वाला होगा, फल बेचने वाला, anybody, whoever you want, you say रुको भाई बेच के जाओ. We are very clear. In the same way, any sankalpa coming, any sankalpa. Like if I have a sankalpa, ki the satsanga should expand so that hundreds and thousands can listen. Even that I have to leave it to the Lord and Guru. For the samashti prarabdha, if they desire, it will happen. I should not have that sankalpa. Then how can you do class? I do class for my own more clarity, for my own conviction, my own non-forgetfulness. This is all a part of the sadhana only. It is allowed. Other than that, any other sankalpa. For my example I gave. In the same way, in that way, we have to guard ourselves. The first one is, other than Paramatma, no goal. Second, always I try to be clear about this goal as well as what exactly sadhana to be done for it. अभी आपको आंख बंद करके पूछता हूँ साधना क्या है. All of us will have a vagueness. That vagueness should go away. Vakkaness should come. Then we should know the loads and loads of prarabdhas, vasanas, then the habits, negative natures, so many we have at every level. Okay, भोजन संबंधी, निद्रा संबंधी, व्यंग्य वस्तु विषय संबंधी, कितने सारे हमारे इग्नोरेंसेस है, रॉन्ग डीलिंग्स है, रॉन्ग एक्सपेक्टेशंस है, इन सबको में सेट करना है. When you whitewash your house, how you put all the things outside, but the whitewash होने के बाद सारे चीजें आप सेट करते हैं. In the house, what is to be there at what place, or any shift to a new house. In the same way, in the house of our spiritual life, सारे चीजों को अपने अपने जगह पे हमें सेट करना है. Outer obligations, outer duties, self-management, spiritual aspects of Shravana Mananam Ityadi, spiritual aspects of Upasanas, spiritual aspects of Japa, all are required. And when to do what, how to do, is सारे चीज़ें clear होना है. All in all, seek, not creating new samskara and exhaust existing ones. Through meditation some, through upasana some, through prarthana some, through one's own intelligence some, through going through the experiences. Until the last samskara lasts, Paramatma Anubhuti comes, will not come, and only when Paramatma Anubhuti comes, the last samskara goes away. They both happen simultaneously. Mhm. One angle we are talking it. And it can be spoken in many angles, but this is sufficient for us. प्रारब्ध है, संस्कार है, वासनाएं हैं, सबको धोना है. That is why intensify the upasana. Hey Mother, hey Bhagavan, please free me from all my internal, external vasanas. When you go on praying, they will provide such means, they put us in such place, they give such type of wisdom that really we exhaust all those vasanas. And seeing this, therefore, every jiva is a victim of his own vasana, samskara, prarabdha. Therefore, while protecting ourselves from him, we should only have sympathy towards them, not feeling anything bad. Every jiva is struggling. Even a terrorist who kills hundreds, thousands, he is also jiva. He is struggling from within. Doesn't mean you sympathize him that way. उसको hang करते हुए sympathize करना है. Everyone is a victim. Like I am victim of my own samskaras. I am struggling with them, understanding them, try to come. Everyone, nobody become just like that super fine Mahatma and Siddha Purusha overnight. So keep these things in the maturity of your understanding and slowly, steadily, daily adding to our sadhana in our quiet moments. Be contented with what we are able to do, and when it will happen, intensely prayer to Lord, leave it to Him. In this way, our scheme should be pakka. Like for me, my life scheme is pakka. I'm not worried when will I die, how will I die. I'm not worried, will I realize before death or not. I am aware of what I have to do today. And this doing of today, I also know is not highly perfect. It has to be perfected day by day, improved upon. Whether it is my japa, not perfect, it has to become. Is my puja not perfect, it has to become. In the practice, in the understanding and all, my classes can be improved. तो आई एम अवेयर ऑफ इट डे बाय डे करते रहो और यू नॉट वरी द जर्नी कंटिन्यूस इफ नॉट इन दिस बॉडी अनदर वन इसमें हो गया और एक देखो उतना क्लैरिटी है तो किसी भी बात का ना डर रहेगा ना कोई डिस्ट्रैक्शन होगा देन वी नो अपने औकात और उतना करते करते आगे बढ़ेंगे दिस इज कॉल्ड रियल मेच्योरिटी विदाउट दिस क्या होगा इधर अनदर वन एक्सट्रीम ऑफ लॉस्ट इन द वर्ल्डलीनेस अदर एक्सट्रीम ऑफ सब कुछ जल्दी जल्दी कर कर हम परमात्मा को ऐसे पाए नहीं होता ऐसा so many like in every field also people come with such big hopes to some extent they do after that किसी को एक्सीडेंट हो गया कि बूढ़े हो गए किसी को अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं आ रहे अदर फेल हैज ओवरटेकन हिम देखते देखते all his dreams are shattered don't you see that what is the meaning of dream shattered means everything is not in your control so we cannot take it for granted कि मैं सब कर कर I will reach the goal and all you can't just like that say ईश्वर कृपा चाहिए गुरु कृपा चाहिए संस्कार प्रारब्ध क्लियर होना है then the paripakvata in the understanding and sadhana which takes lot of time all put together is evolution only one thing is what I conclude is never give up that's it I to decided for myself never give up the spiritual path that too of study of Vedanta and living according to it, trying to understand it. Never एक चीज नहीं छोड़ो बस बाकी सब हो जाता छोड़ दिया तो गए then that's the only thing even God and Guru also pray for us this useless fellow should not leave the spiritual path because that's the only place where we allow them to help us if I have decided not to be spiritual they can't involve in liberating us. Therefore, never give up is the main slogan. I will not give up my everyday swadhyaya, everyday intensifying my desire to know the self and get liberated. Enough of that bachpana, itna बीती जाए उमरिया Still the body, still the outer world, still the people, still the getting lost in so many sankalpas, doing every useless thing, every nonsense thing, and worried, anxious about everything. How कब तक करेंगे ऐसा ही जिंदगी? Is it not? Think for ourselves. Same fighting with servant, same fighting with the mali, same quarrel with the grandchildren. What is nonsense? In all this, is there any even iota of spirituality except our murkhata? That we have to realize from within, not somebody tells. Like to me, slowly, even having these classes also is appearing to be foolish only. क्या है सुबह 8 के डेली बोलते हैं लोग सुनते हैं सुनते नहीं सुनते दिस इज नॉट द गोल इज इनसाइड स्लोली all this experiment leading to this vairagya to me then give up everything and sit clear so think understand what's going on know what to do and then also add all these things which we discussed last 10-15 minutes only main point is never give up that's it नहीं छोड़ना तोड़ेंगे दम मगर ये श्रुति माता ये आध्यात्मिक साधना तेरे साथ ना तोड़ेंगे ऐसा कुछ वी शुड नेवर लीव इट दैट इज वन चॉइस देखो बहुत चीज हम करना चाहते हैं कोशिश करते हैं कर पाते नहीं कर पाते है ना एंड वी गिव अप एक चीज कुछ भी कर मत छोड़ो जरूर करो कि डिजायर ऑफ बीइंग इन स्पिरिचुअलिटी मतलब नॉट गिविंग अप स्पिरिचुअलिटी बी कमिटेड फॉर दैट नेवर गिव अप वाला एक चीज पुरुषार्थ से करना इज इट नॉट मेनी थिंग्स वी डू हाफ हार्टेड वेगली कुछ चीजें हम करते नहीं हो अपने द्वारा हो जाते हैं वी आर नॉट इवन अवेयर some one thing has to be awarefully done is I will not give up my spiritual path, I will not give up my spiritual path, I will hook on to my guru, my shastra, my satsanga, come what may. And it is such a strongest hold, is the only one which does the miracle of dissolving all the en route obstructions, taking us toward the reality. इसके इससे ज़्यादा ताकतवर हमें मदद करने वाला चीज़ नहीं है जहाँ हमने पकड़ा इस बात को कि हम अपना साधना आध्यात्मिकता को नहीं छोड़ेंगे. Why it is insisted? Because even when one person is seeking spirituality, that also brought a prarabdha. To that prarabdha, if his intense desire, longing is not added, जब प्रारब्ध हो जाता है, then they go away from the class. Don't you see many people? They stopped coming. Why they came? Because of prarabdha. Why they went away? Because they did not have the intensity in the desire that I must continue the class. इसलिए प्रारब्ध हो गया तो चलेंगे. For me also, the prarabdha is getting over, but every day I am intensifying. Aur bhi karna, aur bhi karna, aur bhi karna. Therefore, I am able to stay. The day when I stop this sankalpa, I also give up class. Class I will give up, but not this study and sadhana. Prarabdha gives us this beautiful blessing of satsanga. But prarabdha being time bound, it goes away. But you can't give up satsanga till the self is known. For that, we have to long for it. We have to commit for it. We have to intensify our desire and our thought कि हम किसी भी कीमत पर नहीं छोड़ेंगे. ये अपनी इच्छा. आप जब जिद्दी करके पकड़ोगे भगवान को भी मानना पड़ता है. चलो ठीक है. That's why some of you, even you are in the auto or bus or train, you are able to listen. That is what is expected. That commitment makes you not only come to class but receive it effortlessly. Even understand or not, sit in the class patiently. Itself is great achievement. And it's not that every time our intellect only works to make us understand. It is a Rishi Muni Guru Parampara without our knowledge that enters into our heart and cleanses some things. हमको पता भी नहीं चलता कि गुरु अपने वाणी से हमारे हृदय में जाकर कुछ चेंजेस किए हैं. ऐसे शक्ति गुरुओं को होता है. But effortlessly coming. That shows you have strong desire. Keep it up. Little compromise kar diya na, then in minutes, days, you go out of it, never to come back. How many people? That's how people stop going to the Lord, going to the temple, going to the Guru, serving the Guru, doing the sadhana, satsang attend karna, shastra padna, all these most precious gifts given by the Lord out of their own prarabdha, they lost and went away into the worldliness because they did not entertain this thought that I must continue. I should not give it up. इन द स्पिरिचुअल एस्पेक्ट यू शुड नेवर से भगवान चाहे तो दे देते हैं ना, वो तो हमको चाहना पड़ेगा तभी देते, वो भी परीक्षा करके। हमको चाहना चाहिए ना, द पाथ फॉर मुक्ति। आई हैव टू आस्क व्हाई विल द गॉड शुड, गॉड विल गिव फॉर योगक्षेमम व्हेन ही अंडरस्टैंड्स, व्हेन इज एंश्योर्ड दैट वी आर ऑन द पाथ। मुझे भगवान चाहिए तो मुक्ति दे देंगे, ये गलत बात है। मुक्ति तो मुझे मांगना है। So silly thing, many people, even a spirituality, on the name of devotion, they throw it on the Lord. भगवान चाहे स्वामी जी तो मुझे आपके क्लास में ले आएंगे, ये मूर्खता है। Why should he चाहो if you don't चाहो? There let us not misuse our wrong intellect. It's my evolution, my sadhana. मुझे, मैं सफर कर रहा हूँ as a जीवा. I am suffering as deha, I am suffering as individuality. It is I who have to come out. Therefore, I must desire it. How can you put this on Lord? Why should he chaho? Why will the doctor desire that you should get the health? क्यों? तुम जाओ तो he will treat. But I have to feel the idea ना कि I must be healthy. And our laziness, we put it on doctor. चाहे तो डॉक्टर खुद फोन करके मुझे दवा देंगे गला। पागल। That lazy fellow, we don't go to hospital, don't get checked up, don't get medicine. Same we do in spirituality also. That is extreme rank laziness and what do you call murkhata only. Added to it is the arrogance. Never allow all this, the combination of arrogance, murkhata, laziness. Blending of these three, the arrogance, foolishness, laziness. AFL. So this is what very crucial thing we wanted to discuss. For some time we discussed. Now what Acharya has given in his convocation talk, the order, the anushasana for the disciple to take it as kartavya and do. Or first satyam vada. The moment I say satyam vada, immediately all the explanation given, commentary given should revolve in the mind. Then only the meaning of we doing this topic 4 times and your mananam at home are proved. So yatha pramanam avagatam vaktavyam satyam tat vada. Satyam vada. Second is dharmam shara. What is the difference between satyam dharmam? Dharmam is 24 hours. Satyam is occasional. So satyam is vishesha, dharma is samanya. Samanya is all the time, not the other way. Vishesha, special and all. Special occasion में सत्य कहना पड़ता है. Like nobody is there. अब किसको क्या सत्य बोलोगे? But you are yourself with you. So the dharma तो you have to do what you have to do at your own place. बॉस बुला के पूछता है तो सत्यम वद. नहीं बुलाया तो अपने सीट में बैठकर धर्मम चरा. Dharma is all the time to be done. Dharmam shara. Conviction. Then third one is swadhyaya anma pramadaha. No pramada of everyday swadhyaya. Third one. Fourth, acharyaya priyam dhanam ahritya. Throughout life, whoever are the elders, gurus have helped us. Especially the gurus, acharyas who helped us in our spiritual evolution. See to it that there this great endeavor goes without obstruction. Whatever he needs for that work to go on to our own ability, capacity, we have to keep on serving him. Acharyaya priyam ishtam dhanam ahritya, then what? Aniya datva vidya vinishkrayartham. Nishkrayartham, we told you. Here vidya nishkraya means both. For our gratitude, for he gave us vidya. Second, vidya nishkraya means for him to continuously do that vidya pradhanam to the subsequent generations of the students. Priyam dhanam ahrutya. Your dhanam is valuable. Whatever he values or wants, that is the Guru Dakshina. See, देखो द्रोणाचार्य एकलव्य ने क्या, he said अंगूठा दे दो, दे दिया वो. Don't get isolated in your thinking. Not Drona is such a criminal and all. At that time, that was required. Later on, एकलव्य कहाँ बड़ा जन्म लिया होगा, राजा महर्षि ऋषि मुनि बने होंगे. In millions of stories we study, what was in their earlier life, what is in the next, we don't know. So it goes on evolution. So every story is studied only to learn for our life. उससे आगे पीछे क्या हुआ हम नहीं जान सकते. Like every movie. From the movie learn, but end of the movie उसका क्या होगा हमको नहीं पता, लेकिन होता तो है नहीं, तो मूवी है. बट वी ओनली इमेजिन कि आप मियाँ बीवी घर में लड़ रहे, पहले बाहर लड़ रहे थे. Or the villain and hero became friends. What happened, you don't know. So we need not know. We have to only learn. Same time, don't imagine. Don't isolate your mind. कि द्रोणाचार्य ने एकलव्य को अंगूठा मांगा. And also one occasion only it is. Thereafter, how many ways Drona might have helped him, prayed for him. Ekalavya himself got evolved in his further lives. I can all those. But we have to learn for ourselves from it. So, Acharyaya Priyam Dhanam Ahrutya. Up to this we have seen. Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara Swadhyaya Anma Pramadaha Acharyaya Priyam Dhanam Ahrutya. Always be focused on funding or sponsoring the Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya giving gurus or institutions. That is the highest. इनफैक्ट पैसे इसके लिए ज़्यादा मिल जाए ना, ज़्यादा लोग यही काम करेंगे, तब जाकर in the world the spirituality, how the Christianity and all has spread. Only for this reason. These pracharakas given excessive money, then the people were also given money, therefore it has spread. But the technique being wrong, the purpose of this being wrong, it won't last permanently. Therefore, 10 साल वो लोग प्रचार करेंगे, with all the money earned, they go and establish somewhere a building and house, they enjoy like a pakka bhogi only. There is no sadhana and all that. बस 10 years प्रचार किया, पैसे आ गए. Ours is not like that. So, धन की बात हम कह रहे हैं कि if we can really give the sponsoring to the masters and gurus, they can do this great work more and more. There are many people half in their mind to do work because nobody to help them. If you help them, Guru Maharaj, Ashram, Satsang, Shastra, and you have to your own conditioning. Only स्वाध्याय शास्त्र अध्यापन कराएंगे तब जाकर हम हेल्प करेंगे आपको. From the Upanishad standpoint. Otherwise, you can establish temples. वो सब तो हम already भागवत में देख चुके. That is second to this. This is ultimate. Acharyaya Priyam Dhanam Ahuti. Okay, yeah? Now the next one is what? Prajatantum ma vyavachhetsi. This is also the Adesha. It is the Anushasana of Upanishad itself. Upanishadic Rishi. कि प्रजातंतु का व्यवच्छेदन नहीं करना. Discontinuation of praja should not be done. Then what to do? Beautifully Bhagavan says ki after the Guru Dakshina is given. So education over, went out, went to the interview, got the job, first salary gave to the Guru, then to the parents and all, some balance is made money or assured of future continuous salary. Now everything is set, ready for marriage. Then go to the Guru and put all this in front of him. Then he allows. Yes, Karlo. That is the meaning of Acharyena Anugnataha. Understood? Acharya se Anugnya lekar. First point. In that I told you, should get married immediately or of some time. He knows our evolution and he tells us. Anugnataha. Then comes the next one. Anurupan Daran Ahrutya. Exactly suitable match we have to find. That's the job of mainly the parents. Anurupan Daran Ahrutya. Ahrutya means getting married. Pakka, properly, Shastrokta Vidhanena. Then what? Prajatantum means Prajasantanam. Ma Vyavatsesihi Prajasantatehe Vichiti na Kartavya. Never do the Vichedanam of the Santati of the Praja. Means what? Never ever have even idea that I will not have children. Must have. And don't do any natak after marriage that now I become sadhak, sadhana karunga. No, no. Go through when you enter into that ashrama systematically. And we exhaustively explained yesterday. Another most urgent, immediate thing is what? To have the santanam children. The beauty of the world is human beings, and create the human being and give them all the best samskaras which yourself are practicing, so that the beauty goes on continued. And for any reason I don't want children is wrong. व्यवच्छेसी माँ व्यवच्छेदन करना ही नहीं है प्रजा संतति का. You must have children and as soon as possible. Don't postpone, etc. Some places nowadays they say, no, अभी 4 साल 5 साल. अरे बाबा, जिसका वो चलता रहता है. Even नौकरी ये सब, except in some very exclusive difficult cases, in other cases ऐसा नहीं है. व्यवहार is going on, नौकरी is going on, you get children, they also grow. कुछ रुकता नहीं इस दुनिया में. So have the children, very simple. Prajatantu ma vyavache. Now Bhagwan Shankara's Bhashya on this is very, very crucial. 2-3 lines he says, you can see the master's vision in that, the sublime thought. How wonderful it is. And it has got so many things to convey. It takes 5 days for me to explain this topic, 1 hour every day. I can do that much are there. But we will see the main topics. What is the meaning of, literal meaning he told. Prajatantum means prajasantitim, ma vyavacchetsihi means prajasantatehe vichitihi na kartavya. Don't break the continuity of progeny. That's the literal meaning. Now the Bhashyakara's additional Bhashya in this context, you see, he says, ki anutpadyamane api putre. Even the children are not born. Anutpadyamane api putre ki putra kamyadi karmana. Putra kameshti yajna adi are there, no? Like Dasharatha she did and so many have done. Even the Prushni, Sutapaha, they all have done the putra kamartham tapasyas, yajna, upasana. So, anutpadyamane api putre, even the children are not born, yet putra kamyadi karmana. By doing the putra kameshti ityadi, tad utpattau yatnaha kartavyaha iti abhiprayaha. By all efforts means you must have the children. Iti abhipraya. Putra kamyadi karmana, adi karmana. Putra kameshti karma. Yajna karma. Here adi means yajna and upasana. Some Siddha Purushas, Mahatmas are there. Like that Gokarna is born, that Atmadeva and Dunduli. So they also never had. But by the help of that great sannyasi, they got Gokarna. Though all the story in Bhagavad Mahatmyam. Clear? So Putra Kamayadi Yagna Upasana मतलब क्या हुआ इसका? Even though by Prarabdha Santana is not there, प्रारब्ध को भी उल्टा करके संतान उत्पत्ति दिलाने वाला यज्ञ याग उपासनाएं हैं. Definitely they are there. And today we will be concluding in our wonderful that Adhyatma Ramayana, Ahalya Stuti. What is said is मोक्ष को कामने वाले को मोक्ष मिलता है, संतान मांगने वाले को संतान मिलेगा. If this portion of Ahalya Stuti is chanted, even if that she is a Vandhya api putravati bhavet. Didn't you see that? Even if she is a barren woman, she will have a child. That jadoo of Bhagavad Kripa will happen. That power we will see today in the Mahatmya. See, वो वाला topic ये वाला साथ में जा रहा है कि नहीं? Do it. Have the children. Because of various reasons. One reason is the joy of parents, family, wife and husband is only when they have children. Then I told you yesterday, the attention of both of them is directed toward one common goal. Then their misunderstandings, fightings, उसके लिए chance नहीं रहेगा. Third, the society will have to have the newer generation. Santan, that Vatsalya, Anubhuti of bringing up the child is such a thing, irreplaceable it is. Must have. This is all for Grahastha, not for Sannyasi. Sannyasi give up everything. If among those students one or two say, Guru Maharaj, ये सब झंझट नहीं मुझे, मैं आपके पास रहूंगा, I'll be assisting you. Guru looks at him, इसके प्रारब्ध में क्या है, इसके कारण मेरे प्रारब्ध में क्या है. Then if he is okay, he says, चल रह जा. Out of 100, 1 hour maybe. Others will go into their grahastha ashrama. To them it is said. So, anutpadyamane putre, putra kamyadikarana, tad utpattau yatnah kartavyaha iti. Have children. In the Shastra, it's not mentioned, but what are the variety of practices that are done nowadays? How much Shastric authenticity is there? I am not authorized to say. But one thing right from beginning was even you don't have children, adopt and take care. Many होता था वो. If 3-4 brothers and elder brother has 4-5 children, छोटे को नहीं, एक को लेके वो पालते थे and they enjoy. Nowadays, so many artificial things, variety of way of getting the children and all they are doing. Right now, with my limited wisdom, the authenticity of that, all I can't say. यहाँ तो लिखा है कि तदुत्पत्त्यौ यत्नः कर्तव्यः पुत्र काम्य आदि कर्मणा. Clear? Now see what he adds further. How did you so strongly say Bhagavan Shankara? You don't say everything from your head, and you are not a grahastha or having children, you are a sannyasi. And you never say anything without Shastra authority. Bhagavan says, Are mere pyare, in the 9th Anuvaka, didn't we see that? Thank God you forget, therefore I can remind you. What was said? The 3 words. Praja, Prajanana, Prajati, Traya, Nirdesha, Samarthyat. Prajacha, Swadhyaya, Pravachane, Prajanascha, Swadhyaya, Pravachane, Prajatischa, Swadhyaya, Pravachane. Why then the Shruti Mata uses the 3 words? I remember that. From that authority I am saying. Praja is having desire to have children. Prajana is following the process of having children, the wife and husband coming together. Then Prajati is what? To those children born bring them up and make them married, and their children called grandchildren for you are called Prajati. So up to the Prajati, if the Shruti Mata said, you can't have Prajati grandchildren without children. And you have to have children, therefore. तुम शादी किए, तुम्हें बच्चे होना, उनके बच्चे, तो 3 generations तक already the Shruti Mata said. Shatayusha putra pautra nunishva. You can see Yamaraj also telling Nachiketa. He said nahi, that's different case. Nowadays, it is very burden, like what that Dunduli said. मैं pregnant बन जाओगी तो अब my beauty will go away. I can't fastly run. I can't do household works. How many nonsense things. She must have studied any of the modern education system. इसलिए उतनी बिगड़ेल है. Finally, she never had the fruit eaten. She never became pregnant only. अब नाटक किया उसने and अपने बहन के राक्षस रूपी धुंधुकारी को she adopted as son. Then the fruit given to the cow, then cow gave child to birth to that Gokarna. You know all that. So 3 words, why Shruti used? Praja, Prajati, Prachana. Now see how subtly, we can't say sarcastically because Shankara cannot be sarcastic, but he is lashing at us with the strong hunter only in the next word. And in that only, the vulgarity of the entire modern world is objected and refuted. That is the power of only 1 or 2 words of such great Mahatmas, if you have the sensitivity to understand. He quoted now the Shastra ki praja, prajana, prajatitraya nirdesha samarthyat. Nirdesha means hinted by the Shruti in the 9th Anuvaka. Samarthyas means authority. With the authority of what is said in the 9th Anuvaka, where it is said praja, prajati, prajana, we are saying that by any means you have to have children. Clear? Now, another aspect of it, which I said just now, अन्यथा, अगर ये बात नहीं होता, तो what Shruti should have said, प्रजनः च इति एतद् एकमेव अवक्ष्यत. Shruti should have said only prajana. Why did it say praja and prajati? See the subtlety of that. Prajana means the man, woman coming together, wife and husband, संभोग. वही छोड़कर कहकर छोड़ना चाहिए ना श्रुति को. You get married and only to involve in mutual thing. श्रुति को इतना ही कहना चाहिए था. Why did she praja and prajati? श्रुति बुद्धू है क्या? See how the subtle sarcasm and the hit of the hunter. Today, every man, woman coming together only for one purpose of the prajana. That nobility of having that praja and bringing them up in such a manner that they become an asset to the world and all, they are just going away from the mind. I am not detailedly explaining because you will understand all this more perfectly than me. भगवान कह रहे हैं अगर बच्चा संतान उत्पत्ति उनका बढ़ाना ये सब जीवन का अति मुख्य लक्ष्य नहीं है. जीवन का लक्ष्य सिर्फ वाइफ हस्बैंड कमिंग टुगेदर इतना ही है, तो श्रुति तो उसी का आदेश देती थी. वाई शुड शी एड द अदर 2 थिंग्स प्रजा एंड प्रजाति? प्रजन करो, संभोग करो, एंजॉय करो. So he is very strongly saying it. It is a kartavya. And I said yesterday, we the Hindus should create more and more children and educate them in spirituality and all, so that when they grow, wherever, whatever they have to do outside, they do. But inside, they are the carriers of this great spiritual legacy. Karna hi padega. And already youngsters who are there, they have to be given all the samskar. अन्यथा प्रजनः च इति एतदेकमेव अवक्षत. तो प्रजनन है, इतना ही कहना चाहिए श्रुति को. प्रजा she said, next immediate generation children. Prajati means the subsequent grandchildren. Clear? So, praja, what is the shloka therefore? Acharya prem dhan matrutya ahritya prajatantum ma vyavachesi. So, never see, there are two ways of saying. One is for direct affirmation. Second is refuting the opposite. प्रजा संतान को उत्पत्ति करो, एक डायरेक्ट है. दूसरा क्या है? प्रजा संतति का विच्छेद ना करो. प्रजा संतति का उत्पत्ति करो इज सिंपल सेंटेंस, बट संतति विच्छेद ना करो इज more powerful than this. That is why he commented that way. Even if they are not born, putra kama ityadi dwara you must have the children. And through that, as I told you, the joy of being parent, responsibility, the maturity, everything comes. Just like not married, that time a type of licentiousness will be there. Once married, that is reduced, you become responsible. But even that being responsible, the wife and husband also has its own chances of mutual quarrel, losing interest in each other after some time. All that nonsense can create every type of havoc. How to avoid that? Common attention both of them. Where it can be only in the children. See the systematic way. Not the gurus have told. The Lord made the creation. परमात्मा ने ऐसे बनाया सृष्टि. अब देखो रियली व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज born, their fighting gets reduced. Both of them are attending to him. It is so, you can see many young parents, they ड्यूटियां बांट लेते हैं. 10 घंटे इसको तू झेल और बाकी मैं झेल. बाकी टाइम दोनों झेल. वो सो जाएगा. And that also is a joy of it. So good to see that. And along with that, these stupid parents, if they can convey all the good values, virtues to the children by practice, then he is healthily growing. Next comes now. We have done all that. Satyat na pramaditavyam. Next one. Already said Satyam Vada. Again it is repeating. Satyat na pramaditavyam. Means what? Pramado na kartavyaha. One he will explain. Na pramaditavyam, na pramaditavyam. It will continue. Every time you understand it. वो एक बार बोल देंगे भगवान शंकर ने. भाई क्यों श्रुति माता ने सत्यमदा कहने के बाद न प्रमदितव्यम अगेन why did she repeat to the same group of students within a span of 2 minutes only or 1 minute? क्योंकि अभी बताया, अभी हम तो एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं 7 दिन से, बट गुरु ने सीधा बताया ना सत्यम वदा धर्मम चर स्वाध्यायान मा प्रमदा आचार्याय प्रियम धर्माहृत्य प्रजातंतुम मा विवच्छेत्सि सत्यान प्रमदम. In the same breath, maybe after 3 or 4 breaths, in 2 minutes time, he repeated. Repetition is not as it is. There is a change in the sentence. There it was Satyam Vada, here it is Satyak na pramaditavyam. So, Bhagavan Shankara is not interested in explaining Satyam because it was already explained. He is interested in explaining why Shruti said na pramaditavyam. Okay, he says ki na pramaditavyam means what? Pramadaha na kartavya. Never ever have the inadvertence in speaking the truth. Pramado na kartavya. That means what? Satyacha pramadanam. What is the meaning of pramada of Satya? Is anruta prasangam. Speaking that untruth. That's called the pramada. Then what? Pramada shabda samarthyat. The power of this word pramada, which is used in this context. What Shruti want to convey is vismrutya api anrutam na vaktavyam ityartaha. देखो कितना पावरफुल एक्सप्लेनेशन है. भूल कर भी झूठ नहीं बोलना. या अनजाने में भूल कर भी झूठ नहीं बोलना. बिकॉज प्रमाद मीन्स अनजानना. प्रमाद मीन्स भूल कर भी. मतलब सत्य बोलने का इतना आदत बनाए कि इवन बाई मिस्टेक और फॉरगेटफुलनेस आल्सो वी शुड नॉट स्पीक अनट्रूथ. मतलब क्या है, आप गलती से भटकते हुए भी क्लास में आना चाहिए और कहीं नहीं. Swami, I just wanted to run away from the class. I घुमा. When I ended my journey, I found myself in the class only. In the same way, even by forgetfulness, pramada, we should not speak. अगर forgetfulness से ही झूठ नहीं बोलना है, So how can we, for selfishness or any other thing, compromise with Satya and do the Asatya? Never allowed in the Shastra. See the explanation of the meaning of the word प्रमाद न करना, मतलब झूठ गलती से भी भूल कर भी झूठ नहीं बोलना. मतलब our conviction to live a life of truthfulness should be so strong that even by forgetfulness, inadvertence, mistake also, we should not compromise with it. This is the beauty of the Shastra's teaching to us. The न प्रमदितव्यम will be added to every of the things subsequently. अब इसी बात को वहां भी समझना, किसी कीमत पर नहीं छोड़ना. Okay, that should be enough today. Om 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 Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya पूर्णमेवा अवशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स, आज इतना काफी है. सी यू अगेन.